Hello, Taurus. Welcome to Spicy Sunflower Tarot. Welcome to this August weekly reading. We are still in Leo season and hope that you're enjoying the summer so far. I'm going to start off with an oracle card. I'm going to grab two of those for you. Taurus can be your sun, your moon, your rising. Maybe it's your Venus or your Mars placement. Wherever you have Taurus in your chart, you're welcome to be here for this reading. Let's see what we can find for Taurus. It says, you're the boss. Card number 48. Are you the boss? Are you in charge? Are you a leader? Are you taking control of your situation? Are you making sure that, you are responsible and you're organizing things and leading the pack? Make a note of it. Card number 34. Maybe making sure that you're writing down your dreams, you're journaling, you're keeping track of, maybe you're documenting people, places, things, times, events, making sure that you're taking notes. I'm going to inquire on a situation in your life. So while I'm shuffling up this first deck, bring a situation to your awareness, something that you would like a little information about. All the decks that I'm using, by the way, in this reading are going to be found in the description box below for the sign of Taurus. Let's look at first the possible outcome of the situation on your mind, Taurus. Let's look at the possible outcome of the situation on Taurus's mind. The Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. Whatever the situation is that you're dealing with or you're encountering, the possible outcome of it is going to be wish fulfillment, happiness, joy, enlightenment, feeling fulfilled, feeling like your wishes have come true. When will the situation resolve itself? When will the situation resolve itself for Taurus? Daughter of Cups. This is the Page of Cups. This is a really innocent, naive, childlike energy. It's very precious and has a lot to do with communication. This situation could resolve itself when there is an emotional conversation between you and whoever it is involved in the situation with you, or when there is an extension of an apology. Maybe this conversation of an emotional nature brings the two of you or the group and you to apologize to each other, to offer your cup of apology, love, connection, something along those lines. How can Taurus support the most positive outcome? How can Taurus support the most positive outcome? Taurus, Five of Cups. You can support the most positive outcome, Taurus, by keeping your emotions elevated. The Five of Cups ordinarily is about grieving and loss and lack and remorse and just kind of feeling sorry for yourself. So the opposite is true here. To keep the most positive outcome going, try to elevate your energy, your vibrations, your emotions up above all those lower. We're not going to get anywhere by feeling sad and sorry and hurt and betrayed, even if we are feeling that way. Try to elevate your emotions, whatever you need to do to bring your awareness to your heightening, going for a walk, reading a great book, smelling some beautiful perfume, lighting some incense. What do you need to do to elevate your emotions? That's going to be the key. How can you trust that this is unfolding for the best, Taurus? How can you trust this is unfolding for the best? Death energy. This is your opposite zodiacal sign, Scorpio. and death energy as you're going to be able to trust that everything is unfolding for the best when it transforms. When the situation is X and it transforms to Y, that's how you'll know. You'll know when there is a transformation of the situation. Let's grab another deck and clarify for the sign of Taurus. Let's clarify the outcome of the situation being the Nine of Cups. Why is the Nine of Cups here? Ten of Cups. When there is emotional fulfillment and there's bliss and there is satisfaction and everybody involved is getting exactly what they could possibly want or need emotionally, this is just beautiful, like absolute nirvana, blissed out, joyful energy. 10 of Cups. When will the situation resolve itself? Daughter of Cups. When there's been an emotional connection, when there's been a conversation, maybe even involving an apology. Why is Daughter of Cups here? Two of Pentacles. You could feel like you're juggling a lot of balls. You could feel like you're trying to keep your home and your job and your kids and your spouse, and you're just juggling these things. You're trying to not get out of balance. And having this emotional conversation is going to really help with this uneven energy, this balancing act that you feel like you're doing to try to get the situation to resolve. How can you support the most positive outcome is to keep your elevated emotions going, and Nine of Pentacles, to allow yourself to understand that you are a very independent energy. You make your own money, you call your own shots, you lead your own way. Remember, you're the boss. And Nine of Pentacles is trusting in your ability to be able to control your emotions, because you are such a leader-oriented sign, and you are the boss of the way that you feel. Not only are you the boss of your money and your time and your health and your wealth, but you're also the boss of your emotions. And with the death energy being the way that we can trust this is unfolding for the best, why is death energy here? Three of Pentacles. This has something to do with work or your family, but it is about building and growing and being a team and collaborating with others and starting from, the ground zero and adding layers to whatever the situation is. But when it has transformed, like I said, from X to Y, you'll know. And when you can see that everyone's willing to work together, when we are building and growing and we're working as a unit to bring out, what they say, teamwork makes the dream work. That's very much what we're looking at here. And just remember, you're the boss. And if you have any questions about the way things are going, make a note of it. This can improve not only your behavior, but the behavior of others as well. Let's get an extra layer out here from this last deck for the sign of Taurus. What else can we share with Taurus besides making a big scattered mess here? So sorry. For the sign of Taurus, okay? We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Three of Pentacles again. And one last card. Four of Wands. Beautiful. Okay. What I'm going to share advice for you is have that conversation. Not only the emotional one where there's vulnerability and precious emotions are being exchanged, even in the way of an apology, but have the conversation, Taurus, swiftly. Don't let any grass grow under your feet. If you need to talk, go have that talk. Move, take action, go to that person, those people, that place, HR, your attorney, whatever you need to do, but go have that conversation. Bring your notes. Remember that you're the boss, even if it is just of yourself. You are involved in a very delicate team structure. You're involved in building and growing with others. It's never easy when we're dealing with more than just ourselves. When we start adding other energies into the mix, it's never easy. But there will be a positive outcome. Not only 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups, but the 4 of Wands, a beautiful public ceremony or celebration. I don't know if you're getting married. I don't know if you are starting a business and building and growing with others, and it's like a public, I want to say like a ribbon cutting ceremony, but there will be some public ceremony event to look forward to. That is the ultimate outcome of everything, whether this is a wedding or some ribbon cutting ceremony on a new business. Taurus, you're the boss. This is your reading. Thank you so much for being here. This is Spicy Sunflower Tarot, and I'm available on TikTok and on YouTube. And your likes and your follows, your subscribes and your shares are very appreciated. Thank you so much for being here. Be blessed. Be well. See you next week.